So we know that the physical realm mirrors the spiritual realm. So everything that we experience in the third dimension is a reflection of the spiritual realms, the spiritual realms of existence. Now, with that being said, think about this on a macro level, because we're not just talking about a wealth gap between people. We're talking about a wealth gap between dimensions, because money is energy. Money is moon E, that is lunar or feminine currency, right? So whatever you vibrate at, your energetic frequency determines the realms or the levels of consciousness that you will be able to tap into by way of your energy. Okay? Now, being broke, the people with the highest spiritual power have the most potential to transcend beyond the physical realm. This is why they like to keep people broke. But broke does not have to do with your finances. It has to do with your mindset. So they put the chains on your minds and they induce you into narcissistic enslavement. So now you are disconnected from the source, which is your spirit. And you are put on, they put you under the influence of the narcotic, because they are the narcissist. Now, with you being asleep, you are not aware that your frequency or the rate at which you vibrate is how you are able to unanchor yourself from third dimensional constructs. So you are able to, so all the medical deficiency or the dis-ease that you experience, being broke is a dis-ease, because there is a disconnection between the frequency within your body and your ability to transcend your consciousness and attract money, right? So you are stuck in that state. You are in a state of stagnancy. And we know with everything being water, you got liquid assets, cash flow, banks. With everything being water, and everything being feminine, because water is a feminine element and money is not money, it is moon E, which is the spirit, then that water at its stagnant state starts to breed amoeba and bacteria and parasites such as the narcissist, which is ruled by patriarchy. Now, this patriarchal spell is what closed us off from the heart chakra, because the heart chakra is the gate to our intergalactic or interdimensional mindset transfers. So the way our consciousness is able to quantum shift to different dimensions, if you want to make those quantum jumps and change your lifestyle, then you have to vibrationally or energetically align with it. But the narcissistic spell of the patriarchy makes sure that you aren't able to buy your way in, which means that you no longer have the keys to the gate to transfer your consciousness interdimensionally. This is the science behind the womb being a bank and feminine energy being the true currency, because that currency is the electromagnetic charge that goes out into the universe like a call when you make a phone call. And it answers in the form of your future self or whatever life it is that you want to have. And when that answer picks up on the other end, then you're transferred through that line, your frequency, you're vibrationally aligned with whatever it is that you want to attract or manifest. So your inability to do this is your third dimensional anchorage, right? This is the deep sleep. Your cells being asleep meaning they are inactive, meaning you are unable to wake up and answer that call to get to the other side of the space that is between where you're at, that is between where you want to be and where you actually are. So you being broke actually has nothing to do with you physically not having any money or being able to afford physical things. You being broke is a metaphor for you being spiritually disconnected from your true self, which is the currency that can buy your way out of the constructs of the 3D. So the anxiety, the depression, the reproductive hormonal imbalances, all the toxic environments, all the things that you go through medically and mentally in the physical realm, are a result of you being disconnected or you being cut off or broken from your highest state of consciousness, which is your spiritual self. So this is tapping into your divine femininity and increasing your proximity to luxury. That is why I focus on the narcissistic spell breaking, because we're getting off from under the influence of that narcotic and activating our DNA and redeeming ourselves consciously from this spiritually induced deep sleep.
Nobody talks about you, then you